Circle around the table.
To you, happy birthday, dear Evangeline. Happy birthday to you.
That you do not have to perfectly pick things or plan things because God has already laid the groundwork and He knows what He's going to do in your life. And I remember whenever I was your age, I was like, I have to pick the perfect school. I have to do all these things. I was so wanting to be in control of everything. And none of it went to my plan. Yeah. And it was supposed to happen.
That's a good
just
word.
The way
That's
it
a
was.
good word. That's a good
and
word.
So it might seem like everything is so like heavy and stressful, but God already has you, and He knows what's going to happen, and you should just definitely decide things with that peace of mind, knowing that His plan for you is perfect and divine, and that's it. Yeah.
I just sort of talk about what I'm going to say to you more eloquently in the letter, but I know that this has been a challenging season for you. And I think that it's safe to say that you've been suffering a little bit, but comforting now. But suffering produces growth, and when we rise to meet challenges, even imperfectly, that's a season when we become stronger, wiser. That's the season when God does work that we aren't capable of doing on our own. And I think that this difficult time for you is really just a season of blooming and growing. Even though it's incredibly painful, gold is refined in fire. Yeah. Okay. So it's hard, but I pray that you embrace it as best as you're able, and just have grace on yourself every day. Okay? Every day just is new. Every moment is new, and you don't have to remember the past moments. Just be gracious and patient with yourself, and ask God to give you strength when you feel weak.
Good word.
Well, it will be encouraging. It won't be as much of wisdom, just encouragement to who you are. When I think of you, I just think of somebody who is incredibly loyal, almost to a fault. You devote yourself to something and you just pour every ounce of who you are into that, whether it be basketball or your friendships or your sisters, and you're just such a loyal person. That's something I've always loved about you, because I've known that when I'm going through hard times or I need a friend, you won't always know what to say, necessarily what to do, but you're there. You're always there, and you'll drop everything to be with the people who you love and with you. And that's just something I so admire about who you are. You are also very caring and thoughtful, and I think that's something about you that like sometimes can like go overlooked, but like you actually have such a soft, sentimental heart. And I think you can get covered up with this like strong, independent woman, you know, pursuing her dreams. But what I love about you is you're actually very soft, and you're sensitive, and you're sentimental, and I think that is just a beautiful, beautiful thing about you, because you care a lot about people, and you care about the little details in people's lives. And there's been so many times when, you know, you brought or given me something because like you remembered a little conversation we had about something, and you like buy me that, or you know, something that I need or wanted, and you're just very thoughtful in that sense, and you care a lot. I always tell the story, but I just think it's hilarious and so cute, and it's, to me, it's just so you. I'll never forget when we were little. I think it was me and Sarah were fighting over who we wanted you to like sleep with one of us in our room, because she was like a little girl, and so we were like, oh, my sister, let me sleep with you. I find you like just weeping in a room, and I'm like, Mimi, what's wrong? And you're like, I want you to be happy, and I want Sarah to be happy, and I just can't make you both happy. And you were just crying because you wanted to make everyone happy.
That's so
and
cute.
I think that's such a sweet story that really is who you are. That you just care about people, you're loyal to people, and you care about proving yourself and making people happy. And, you do. You make I know everyone in this room very joyful, and you add so much to this family. And I love you so much.
Hold the job. You're kind, smart, loyal, strong, and witty. I know you'll succeed at anything you set your mind to. I love your sense of humor, even if it's inappropriate sometimes. And the punchline usually ends in a fart. I love you, Nate. Happy birthday.
And he loves your outfits.
Oh,
Do you like my outfits?
Your outfits are, girl, 10
Lazarus.
out of 10.
No, I was gonna say this right. On the other hand, I kicked Nini out of my room, and she would weep at my door begging to sleep with me because she farted so much at night. she would fart so much, and I got so annoyed, so I kicked her out. Anyways. But I love you so much, Nini. I love like that you're always somebody that can like ground me, and somebody I feel like that I understand really well. And I feel like we are so different, but also so similar in a lot of ways. And those similarities like really tie us together. And like you're absolutely my favorite youngest sister. So, happy birthday, I love you.
18, 19. Like, it's not an easy time because you have like your whole future ahead of you, but at the same time you don't have much experience, so you're not really good at making decisions, and it's really easy to compare yourself to others and be discontent with where you are and think that everyone else has it together. But I would say, you know, don't beat yourself up for making mistakes and having the experience of recognizing that you could have done something better or may have, you know, better spent time in a better way. Just remember that the Lord has more grace on you than you have on yourself, and He has a plan even for things that don't go the way you want them to go. And strive every day to remember the Lord and acknowledge Him, and let Him teach you the lessons that you need to learn through mistakes and setbacks and challenges and suffering.
Yes.
We love you, Nini, and you know we want to support you. And wish you a happy birthday.
With your older sister, because I feel like initially I just saw you as like Cherish's annoying little sister, but then like obviously like
She really was.
well, I never spent time with you, but like as you've gotten older, it's been really cool to like see you mature like in your relationships and kind of like become like who you are. And it's just very cool. You're so confident in like the way that you do things and what you believe and just who you are. And I feel like that's really hard to find, especially at your age. And I would say going into like 19 and 20, like nobody knows what they're doing and nobody knows who they are. So I would just focus on like I said, like who you are and what you believe in. And just, happy birthday. And even though I'm so much older than you, I admire you in a lot of ways because of your ability to like stick to who you are and like your maturity. So happy birthday.
Well, I can't wait to give you my gift. She wanted her gift on her birthday. Actually, so you know, don't think I didn't. That sounds like Nene. Yeah. Don't think I didn't get her. I get him out. You know, just being with you and being able to talk to you, you know, see how you are, see, you know, the growth that we had together. I never met a woman so passionately refined at such a young age. You know, most women at your age don't know what they want in the future or don't really care to hold the future. You know, so seeing how passionate you are about the future that you want, whether basketball or becoming a physical therapist, you know, you have that road set for you, you know, and I get like, it's kind of a hard road right now, but like, you know, God sometimes closes doors that you want that would lead to like not being successful to open a new one. And, you know, it may be hard, but I had to realize that sooner or later because, you know, he closed the door for me for being an athlete, and then because of that, he opened a new door to where I could become a technician, you know, and that was a hard thing for me because I devoted my life to basketball because of my dad, really, and he gave me that passion for basketball and for football because of just, you know, seeing how he looked at me and seeing how he was so happy that I was doing the things that he could. And it was kind of hard to not be able to because of, you know, being injured. And I just thought my life was over after that, but he just kept me pushing to be able to go back to school and become a technician, you know. And for you, it's just, we talked about, you know, school and basketball lately, and, you know, you've just been kind of stressful about it because you know, you don't have, you think you don't have that road that you wanted to go to become a physical therapist and still play basketball after high school. And I keep giving you, you know, a lot of advice, stuff like that. You know, I know you don't want to hear it. I know you be hating me sometimes every time I try, you know, I don't tell you the things that you want to hear. But it's just like, don't think your life is over because you're not potentially able to go where you want to go, because he will still lead you on that road to be, you know, become a physical therapist, just not on the course that you want.
So good.
That's why.
A little bit. You just look like an angel.
Weird. Well, it's like back natural. Okay.
Yes, I agree with like what Garrett says, and even like everybody. I think all the words of wisdom are very true. I think being 19 is very hard. I can't tell you that I knew how to be 19 because I was a disaster at 19, and you are not. And I loved how he said refined. I think that is such a beautiful word, that he would see you as refined. I wish I would have been refined at 19. I was not. And I'm very proud of you, Evangeline. And I do know that you have an incredible future. And when I went to see the movie David, the little cartoon movie, it was really, really sweet because, and you're going to see that in the card I wrote you, but they used the metaphor, and I've used it before too, of just that God is weaving a tapestry of our lives. In Ecclesiastes, it says, vanity, vanity, everything under the sun is vanity. And it acts like, you know, nothing is worth anything because it's all vanity. But that sometimes is because we are underneath what God is doing, and all we see is the back side of a tapestry. That's all we see. And it looks, in this cartoon, you know, his mother was weaving a tapestry, and she was saying, "You're in here," but she wouldn't let him see the finished work. And he said, "I don't see myself in there." She said, "You are in here." He said, "Let me look." And she said, "No, you can't look." This is David's mother in the cartoon. No, because God isn't, I'm not finished with the tapestry. Well, God is not finished with you. And so he's weaving together a beautiful story, a beautiful purpose, a beautiful narrative. But sometimes the hard things you've gone through, it looks confusing. It doesn't look like he's got it in control, but he does. And he has got a beautiful purpose for your life. And all the things you've gone through, they are not for vanity. He's weaving all of them. Everything from your sport to your passion for music to, you know, you have a love for people and kindness, and all these things are going to all be woven together into something that God is making in your life. So, as you enter into being 19, this is your last year of being a teenager, but look forward to the 20, 21, 22, and all that God is going to be doing during this time, because I'm very proud of you, Evangeline. I love you.
Maybe just blessed any, but there are 3 words that come to my mind when I think about you. Strong, quiet, achiever. And I think that sometimes achievers can be perfectionists. And when things aren't perfect, they become discouraged or whatever. And you are a plotter and a strong, quiet achiever toward your goals. You just daily get up and you do what you do. And there's no siblings around really to encourage you to do it. It's just you do it on your own. And the challenge of being an achiever like you are, baby, is that sometimes everyone has said it, you know, is that, so there's a theme running through here, is that man makes his plans, but God directs his steps. That's what they're all saying. And so God's got you. Your steps are ordered of God. Okay? And I want to encourage you to keep your focus on him and his kingdom. Seek first the kingdom and his righteousness, and all of these things will be added to you. But keep it in perspective, baby. Keep it in perspective. You wake up and you've got breath and you're blessed, and God's got you. And he will guide you, and he'll keep you. And he will be behind you, in front of you, your rear guard. He'll be beside you, above you, beneath you. He has you. And learning to trust in his sovereignty and his goodness along with his sovereignty is critical, particularly if you're an achiever and you want to accomplish things. That's good. That's good. But trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. So keep Christ the center. Keep Jesus the center. Keep peace and righteousness and joy the center. Keep the kingdom the center. And all these things. All basketball, college, you know, who you're going to marry when you're 35. You know. all those things will be added to you eventually. So I want to encourage you in that, because everyone has said the same thing. Be at peace. Choose to be at peace. Choose the peace of Christ that passes all understanding. Be at peace. And stay your hand toward unhealthy expectations and perfectionism. And trust in the Lord. And we love you. I'm proud of you. And I don't know if Nini's told you this, and it's quiet, kind of quiet, but she has a full ride scholarship to a college. Well, it's paying all your tuition. I mean, so Austin College.
You're so smart.
You're so smart. She has an academic presidential scholarship. So if she chooses to go there, but if not, you know, that's fine too. Go somewhere.
So smart.
Yeah. So, Father, we thank you for Nini. We love her. I bless her in the name of Jesus. I thank you for her heart, her discipline, her joy, her humor. This family would not even remotely be the same without her presence. And so I thank you for her presence, for the gift that she has been to all of us. And I bless her 19th year in Jesus' name. Amen.